Late 70s or 80s and thought, how do they stay so full of life? Maybe it's that neighbor who's always out tending their garden, or that friend who still lights up the room with their laugh. Then you see others the same age, barely getting by, tired, stuck in their chairs, like time's weighing them down. What's the secret? If you're over 75, there's one simple thing you might be doing, something so ordinary you don't even notice. That could mean you're aging better than 90% of seniors. It's not a magic pill, a pricey gadget, or some grueling workout plan. It's something woven into your day, quietly keeping you strong, sharp, and independent. In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain and reveal what that one thing is. But we're not stopping there. We'll also share one clear signs you're not just getting older, you're thriving. These aren't random tips or old myths. They're patterns doctors and researchers see in seniors who live longer, healthier, happier lives. Stay with me until the end, because you might be overlooking something small that's shaping your future in a big way. One of these signs could be the key to unlocking years of energy and freedom, or a wake-up call to make a change before it's too late. Whether you're watching for yourself or someone you love, this is about living better, not just longer. Let's dive in and discover what sets the strongest seniors apart. Now, let's get to the heart of it. What's that one thing that says you're aging better than most? If you're over 75 and can still walk a quarter mile, that's about 10 minutes at a steady pace, without stopping, gasping for air, or feeling like you need to sit down, congratulations, you're in the top 10%. Walking sounds simple, right? But it's so much more than putting one foot in front of the other. It's a test of your whole body, your heart pumping strong, your lungs pulling in air, your muscles holding you steady, your balance keeping you upright, even your mind staying focused. Studies show that seniors who can walk this distance regularly have a lower risk of heart attacks, strokes, falls, and memory problems. It's like your body's way of saying, I've still got this. Let me paint a picture. Meet Margaret, 78 years old, who walks to her local bakery every Saturday. It's not far, just a few blocks, but she moves with purpose, head up, steps sure, smiling at neighbors along the way. That walk keeps her heart healthy, her legs strong, and her mood bright. She doesn't think twice about it, it's just part of her life. Now think about Thomas, also 78. He used to be active, but now even walking to his mailbox feels like a chore. He gets winded, his knees wobble, and he started staying inside more. Over time, his energy's faded, and he's lost some of that spark. The difference isn't just physical, it's independence, confidence, freedom. If you're still walking that quarter mile, you're building a future where you call the shots. If it's getting tough, don't worry. You're not out of the game. Later, we'll share easy ways to rebuild that strength step by step, no matter where you're starting. For now, know this. Every walk you take is a victory, a sign you're not just aging, you're winning at it. Let's move on to the 8 signs that show you're truly thriving. Let's talk about the first sign you're aging better than 90% of seniors. You stay active, but not the way you might think. This isn't about sweating it out at a gym or chasing some fitness fad. It's about moving through life with purpose, doing the everyday things that keep your body humming. Maybe you're the one raking leaves in your yard, carrying a basket of laundry, or swaying to music while you cook dinner. If you're over 75 and still doing these things without feeling like they're a burden, you're already ahead of the pack. Movement like this isn't just chores. It's your ticket to staying strong, independent, and alive. Researchers have found that seniors who keep up these kinds of daily activities, nothing fancy, just life, cut their risk of frailty by nearly half. That's huge. It means your joints stay flexible, your muscles hold firm, and your heart keeps ticking like it should. Even better, it protects your brain, keeping your thoughts clear and your spirits high. Let me tell you about Dorothy, 79 years old, who's out in her garden every weekend. She's digging, planting, hauling a watering can around, not because she's trying to exercise, but because she loves her flowers. That work keeps her arms strong, her back limber, and her heart pumping. She climbs her porch steps without a second thought, and she's got this glow, like she's still got years to give. Now picture Harold, also 79. He used to be active too, fixing cars, walking his dog, but over the years he's settled into his recliner. The TV's always on, and moving feels like too much effort. His legs have gotten shaky, his energy's low, and even grabbing something from the kitchen leaves him winded. The difference between Dorothy and Harold isn't some big dramatic choice. Try this. Tomorrow, walk to the end of your driveway and back. Takes 2 minutes, tops. Or stand up during a commercial break and stretch your arms overhead. Maybe dust a shelf you've been ignoring. These aren't workouts, they're life. Studies show that just 10 minutes of light activity a day can boost your strength, improve your balance, and even lower your blood pressure. Over weeks, those minutes add up. You'll feel steadier, stronger, like you've turned back the clock a bit. And here's the real magic. Moving your body doesn't just help your body, it lifts your mood, sharpens your focus, and makes every day feel a little brighter. Think about it. Every step you take, every small task you tackle, it's a declaration. I'm still here, still capable, still me. Don't let anyone tell you it's too late to start. Dorothy didn't get there overnight, and neither will you. But every move counts. So ask yourself, what's one thing you did today that got you moving? Maybe it was sweeping the floor or playing with your grandkids. Hold on to that. It's proof you're thriving. And if you haven't moved much lately, make a promise to try tomorrow. Your future self will thank you, because this isn't just about today. It's about all the days you've got coming. Let's keep going. What's next? Your brain's the next piece of the puzzle. And here's the second sign you're aging better than most. Your memory still sparks. If you're over 75 and can still recall what you had for lunch yesterday, or the name of that song stuck in your head, or even where you parked your car, you're doing something right. This isn't about having a perfect memory. Nobody does, especially not at this age. It's about your mind staying engaged, ready to grab onto details and make sense of the world. That spark means your brain's still firing, still building connections, still keeping you sharp. Science backs this up. Studies show that seniors who challenge their minds, whether it's planning a trip, reading a mystery novel, or just keeping up with family news, can delay cognitive decline by years. Your brain's like a muscle. Use it and it grows stronger. Let's meet Walter, 80 years old, who's a whiz at his weekly trivia group. He remembers obscure facts about old movies, debates answers with his friends, and loves the thrill of getting it right. It's not just fun for Walter. It's keeping his memory crisp, his confidence high, and his risk of dementia lower. He's not perfect, he forgets his keys sometimes, but he's in the game, and that's what counts. Now think about Ellen, also 80. She used to love card games, but she's stopped playing. She's quieter now, struggles to follow conversations, and often repeats herself. It's not that she's lost her smarts, it's that her brain's not getting the workout it needs. The difference between Walter and Ellen isn't some rare gift, it's habits. Walter keeps his mind busy, while Ellen's let hers idle. If you've got that spark like Walter, don't take it for granted, nurture it. Try something new today. Jot down a grocery list from memory, guess the ending of a TV show, or call a friend to reminisce. If you're noticing slip-ups like Ellen, don't panic. Your brain's ready to bounce back with a little effort. Start simple. Flip through a photo album and name the people you see. Or try a puzzle, even if it's just a few pieces. Research says even 15 minutes a day of mental activity, like sorting mail or planning dinner, can strengthen your memory and keep your mind agile. Here's why this matters. Your memories aren't just facts. They're your life, your stories, your loves, your victories. Protecting them means protecting who you are. And it's not just about you. When you stay sharp, you're there for your family, your friends, the people who count on you. So take a moment. What's one thing you remember clearly from this week? Maybe a chat with your grandkid or a funny ad you saw. That's your brain saying, I'm still here. If you want to keep it strong, give it a challenge every day. It's not hard and it's never too late. If you're still with me, drop number 2 in the comments to let me know you're here. I'd love to hear from you. Now, let's move on. What's the next sign you're thriving? Let's move to the third sign you're aging better than 90% of seniors. You still find joy every day. If you're over 75 and you're laughing at a silly joke, smiling at your grandkids' antics, or even chuckling at a goofy TV show, you're doing something powerful. Joy isn't just a moment of lightness. It's fuel for your body and soul. It's that spark that makes you feel alive, like the years haven't dulled your shine. And here's the thing, science says it's not just in your head. Studies show that seniors who laugh often, who find reasons to stay positive, have stronger immune systems, lower stress levels, and even a lower risk of heart trouble. Happiness isn't fluff, it's medicine. Let me tell you about Evelyn, 77 years old, who's the queen of her knitting circle. She's always sharing stories, giggling at her own mix-ups, like when she dropped a stitch and called it modern art. That laughter keeps her blood pressure steady, her mood bright, and her friends close. Evelyn's not ignoring life's challenges. She's had her share of aches and losses, but she chooses to find the good, and it shows. She's got this energy like she's still got so much to give. Now compare that to George, also 77. He used to be a jokester, but lately he's pulled back. He skips family dinners, dwells on what's wrong, his creaky knees, the news, the weather. He's not laughing much anymore, and it's taking a toll. His sleep's off, he's grumpy, and his doctor's worried about his heart. The difference isn't luck, it's choice. Evelyn leans into joy, while George has let it slip. If you're still finding reasons to smile, you're building a healthier future. That moment when you laugh until your sides hurt, it's lowering your stress hormones, boosting your oxygen flow, and keeping your heart strong. But if life's feeling heavy, like it's harder to see the bright side, don't give up. You can bring joy back, and it doesn't take much. Try this today. Watch a comedy clip, call someone who makes you laugh, or just sit outside and listen to the birds. Sounds simple, but studies say even 10 minutes of positivity a day can lift your mood and cut your risk of depression. And here's why it matters. Joy isn't just for you. When you're happy, you light up everyone around you. Your kids, your neighbors, your old pals. You're a gift to them, and they need you shining. So ask yourself, what made you smile today? Maybe it was a memory, a kind word, or even your dog's goofy grin. Hold on to that, it's proof you're thriving. If you haven't laughed lately, make it a mission to find one thing that sparks it. Life's too precious to let those moments pass. You're not just aging, you're living, and joy's the heartbeat of it. Let's keep going. What's the next sign? Now, let's talk about something we all love, food. The fourth sign you're aging better than 90% of seniors is that you eat like you care. If you're over 75 and still savoring your meals, maybe a warm bowl of soup, a crisp apple, or a slice of your favorite pie, you're doing better than most. This isn't about strict diets or counting calories. It's about enjoying food, eating with balance, and giving your body what it needs to keep going strong. Research shows that seniors who maintain a healthy appetite and varied diet, think protein, veggies, some fruit, keep their muscles firm, their energy up, and their immune systems ready to fight. Good eating slows down aging, plain and simple. Let's meet Arthur, 76, who's a wizard in his kitchen. He grills chicken, tosses salads with bright tomatoes, and always has a glass of water handy. He's not obsessive. He loves his occasional ice cream, but he eats with intention. That balance keeps his weight steady, his strength solid, and his doctor impressed. Arthur's out there walking his dog, climbing stairs, living life, and his plate's a big reason why. Now think about Betty, also 76. She's lost her appetite lately. Breakfast is coffee, lunch is a few crackers, and dinner's whatever's easy, maybe chips, or nothing at all. She's dropping weight, her arms feel weaker, and she's catching colds left and right. It's not that she doesn't care. It's that food's become a chore, and her body's paying the price. If you're like Arthur, loving your meals and keeping them balanced, you're setting yourself up for years of vitality. Every bite of protein builds muscle. Every sip of water keeps you sharp. But if you're leaning toward Betty, don't lose hope. You can turn it around, and it's easier than you think. Start small. Add a scrambled egg to your morning, grab a banana for a snack, or sip water instead of soda. Studies say even one extra serving of vegetables a day can boost your energy and cut your risk of frailty. And here's the real deal. Eating well isn't just about health, it's about pleasure, connection, life. That dinner you share with family, that recipe you've perfected, it's love on a plate. So take a second, what did you eat today? If it was hearty and colorful, you're thriving. If it was skimpy or stale, try something fresh tomorrow. Maybe a piece of fish or a handful of berries. It's not about perfection, it's about caring for yourself. You're worth it, and your body's counting on you. If this hits home, drop number 4 in the comments to let me know you're with me. I'd love to hear from you. Let's shift gears to something we all need but don't always get right: sleep. The 5th sign you're aging better than 90% of seniors is that you sleep soundly. If you're over 75 and you're getting 6 to 8 hours of restful sleep most nights, waking up feeling refreshed and ready for the day, you're in a league of your own. Good sleep isn't just about closing your eyes. It's a sign your body's still in tune, repairing itself, keeping your mind sharp and your heart strong. Studies show that seniors who sleep well have a lower risk of memory problems, heart disease, and even falls, because a rested body moves better and thinks clearer. It's like your body's nightly tune-up, and if you're getting it, you're doing something right. Let me introduce you to Rose, 78 years old, who's got sleep down to an art. Every night she winds down with a cup of chamomile tea, dims the lights, and slips into bed by 10. Her room's cool, her phone's off, and she's out like a light until morning. When she wakes, she's got energy to spare. Gardening, calling her kids, planning her week. Rose doesn't think much about it. It's just her routine. Now compare that to Carl, also 78. He tosses and turns, wakes up 3 times a night, and can't shake that groggy feeling. He's tried staying up late, scrolling on his tablet, or snacking before bed, but it's not helping. By day, he's sluggish, forgets things, and feels older than he is. The difference isn't some secret gift, it's habits. Rose protects her sleep like it's gold, while Carl's letting his slip away. If you're sleeping like Rose, you're building a foundation for a stronger tomorrow. Every hour of deep sleep heals your cells, boosts your immune system, and keeps your brain firing. But if you're more like Carl, struggling to stay asleep or waking up tired, don't give up. You can fix this, and it's simpler than you might think. Try this tonight. Skip coffee or tea after lunch, put your phone away an hour before bed, and keep your bedroom cool around 65 degrees works wonders. Research says even small changes, like sticking to a bedtime routine or cutting out late snacks, can improve your sleep in days. And here's why it matters. Sleep isn't just rest. It's your body's chance to recharge so you can live, not just exist. When you wake up feeling good, you're ready to laugh, move, connect, everything we've talked about. So take a moment. How'd you sleep last night? If it was solid, keep those habits tight. If it was rough, try one change tonight, maybe a darker room or a quieter space. You deserve to wake up feeling alive, not drained. Your body's working hard for you. Give it the rest it needs. Let's move to the next sign. What keeps you grounded? Here's the 6th sign you're aging better than 90% of seniors. You're never alone. If you're over 75 and you've got people in your life, family who call, friends who check in, or even a neighbor who waves hello, you're not just lucky, you're thriving. Connection isn't just a nice to have, it's a lifeline. Studies are crystal clear. Seniors with strong social ties live longer, have lower rates of depression, and stay sharper mentally. Loneliness, on the other hand, hits hard. It's linked to weaker hearts, foggy minds, and even earlier death. It's as bad as smoking, that's how serious it is. Let's meet Samuel, 80 years old, who's never short on company. He's got his weekly poker game, chats with his daughter every Sunday, and swaps stories with the barista at his coffee shop. Those moments aren't just fun. They keep him grounded, give him purpose, and make every day worth getting up for. Samuel's blood pressure's steady, his smile's wide, and he's still planning his next fishing trip. Now think about Grace, also 80. She used to have a big circle, but she's drifted. Her friends have moved or passed on. She doesn't call much, and days go by with just the TV for company. She's not sad all the time, but she's quieter, weaker, like part of her's fading. The difference isn't chance, it's effort. Samuel keeps his connections alive, while Grace has let hers fade. If you've got people like Samuel does, you're holding on to something precious. Every laugh, every "how you doing" strengthens your heart and mind. But if you're feeling more like Grace, a bit cut off, it's not too late. You don't need a crowd. Just one person can make a difference. Try this today. Call an old friend, say hi to someone at the local group, even if it's just for coffee. Research says even one meaningful conversation a week can lift your mood and lower stress. And here's the truth. Connection's not just for you. It's for everyone you touch. Your voice, your stories, they matter to someone, even if you don't always see it. So ask yourself, who did you talk to today? If it was a good chat, you're thriving. Keep it up. If it's been quiet, reach out tomorrow. One call, one smile, one step. You're never as alone as you think, and the world's better with you in it. If you're still with me, drop number 6 in the comments to let me know you're here. I'd love to hear from you. Let's wrap this up with what it all means next. Let's talk about something we all face, no matter how many years we've got under our belt: stress. The 7th sign you're aging better than 90% of seniors is that you handle stress with grace. If you're over 75 and you can meet life's curveballs, a late bill, a doctor's visit, a family disagreement, and still keep your cool, you're doing something remarkable. This isn't about never feeling the weight of worry. It's about not letting it run your life. You take a moment, steady yourself, and move forward. That ability to bend without breaking is pure gold, and science says it's a game changer. Studies show that seniors who manage stress well have lower risks of heart problems, better sleep, and sharper minds. Chronic stress, on the other hand, is like a slow leak. It drains your energy, spikes inflammation, and can make you feel older than you are. Let me tell you about Agnes, 80 years old, who's a pro at this. When her roof started leaking last spring, she didn't lose it. She called a repairman, made a cup of tea, and sat down to watch her favorite show while she waited. Agnes has her ways. Deep breaths when things get tight, a quick prayer, or a chat with her sister to laugh it off. That calm keeps her heart steady, her mood lifted, and her days bright. Now compare that to Ralph, also 80. He's always been a bit of a worrier, but now it's taking over. A missed phone call has him imagining the worst. A news headline keeps him up all night. His stomach's upset, his energy's gone, and he's starting to feel fragile. The difference isn't what life throws at them, it's how they catch it. Agnes rolls with it. Ralph gets stuck. If you're handling stress like Agnes, you're guarding your health in ways you might not even see. Every time you let a worry slide, you're easing the strain on your heart, your brain, your whole system. But if you're feeling more like Ralph, tangled in anxiety, don't give up. It's not set in stone. You can shift things, and it's easier than you think. Try this today. When something's eating at you, stop for a minute and breathe slowly. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. Research says this simple trick can lower your stress hormones in moments. Or write down what's bugging you, then list one small step you can take. Even a short walk can melt tension away. And here's why it matters. Stress doesn't just ruin your day, it chips away at your years. When you stay calm, you're not just getting by, you're setting yourself up for more good days, more laughs, more life. So think about it. What stressed you out today? If you brushed it off, you're thriving. Keep that strength. If it's still heavy, try one thing tonight. Maybe a quiet moment with music or a talk with someone who gets you. You're tougher than any problem, and your body deserves that peace. Let's move to the next sign. What keeps your mind alive? Now, let's talk about something that makes every day feel new: curiosity. The 8th sign you're aging better than 90% of seniors is that you stay curious and learn. If you're over 75 and you're still chasing new knowledge, maybe puzzling out how to text your grandkids, trying a new soup recipe, or reading about far-off places, you're not just filling time, you're growing. Curiosity is a spark that says your mind's still hungry, still ready to stretch. And it's not just fun. Science says it's a lifeline. Studies show that seniors who keep learning, whether it's a hobby, a gadget, or a bit of history, have better memories, lower stress, and even longer lives. It's like a workout for your brain, keeping it nimble and strong. Let me introduce you to Victor, 77, who took up birdwatching last year. He's out with his binoculars, learning names of sparrows and hawks, jotting notes in a little book. It's not just birds. Victor's brain is lighting up, making new connections, staying sharp. He's got stories to share, a spring in his step, and a reason to get up each morning. Now think about Louise, also 77. She used to love crafts, but she stopped trying new things. Her days blur together, same chair, same routine, no surprises. She's not lost her smarts, but her mind's idling, and she's starting to feel it. Forgetting names, losing track of time. The difference isn't ability, it's effort. Victor's curious. Louise is coasting. If you're like Victor, always learning, you're keeping your brain young. Every new thing you try, a phone app, a dance step, a fact about the stars, builds pathways that keep you quick and clear. But if you're closer to Louise, feeling like nothing's new, don't worry, your spark's still there, waiting. Try this today. Pick one thing to learn. Watch a short video on something you've wondered about, like how bread's made or what whales do, or ask someone to show you a new trick, maybe how to send a photo. Studies say just 15 minutes of learning a day can boost your memory and lift your mood. And here's why it counts. Curiosity isn't just about facts. It's about staying open to life. It's the difference between feeling old and feeling alive. When you learn, you're telling yourself the world's still yours to explore. So ask yourself, what's one thing you learned today? If it's something small, you're thriving. Keep chasing it. If you can't think of anything, try tomorrow. One question, one discovery. You're never too old to grow, and the world's waiting for you. If you're still with me, drop number 8 in the comments to let me know you're here. I'd love to hear from you. Let's keep the momentum going with another piece of what makes you stand out. If you're over 75, you listen to your body. If you're paying attention to those little signals, knowing when you're tired and need a rest, feeling when you're hungry and need a good meal, or sensing when your body's asking for a stretch or a walk, you're aging better than most. This isn't about being a health guru or obsessing over every ache. It's about having a quiet conversation with yourself, trusting what your body's telling you and acting on it. Science says this kind of intuition is a big deal. Studies show that seniors who tune into their physical cues, like eating before they're starving or resting before they're exhausted, have lower risks of chronic illnesses, better energy levels, and even fewer falls. It's like your body's a wise old friend, and when you listen, it keeps you steady. Let me tell you about Lillian, 81, who's got this down. She's no doctor, but she knows herself. When her knees feel stiff, she does some gentle stretches on her porch. When she's dragging, she takes a 20-minute nap instead of pushing through. If she's craving something hearty, she whips up a soup with whatever's in the fridge. Lillian's not perfect. She loves her cookies, but she listens, and that keeps her moving, smiling, and out with friends. Now compare that to Stanley, also 81. He ignores his body's signals. He skips lunch because he's fine, then feels faint later. He pushes past tiredness, then wonders why he's grumpy. His doctor's seeing red flags, high blood sugar, shaky balance, because Stanley's out of sync. If you're like Lillian, noticing what your body needs, you're giving yourself a gift. Every time you rest when you're worn out or eat when you're hungry, you're fueling your strength, keeping your systems in balance. But if you're more like Stanley, brushing off those cues, don't worry, you can start tuning in today. Try this. Next time you feel a twinge or a pang, pause. Thirsty? Grab a glass of water. Stiff? Roll your shoulders a bit. Studies say even small acts of self-awareness, like checking in with yourself a few times a day, can improve your energy and cut stress on your body. And here's why it's so important. Your body's not just a machine. It's your partner in every adventure, every laugh, every hug. When you listen to it, you're saying, I'm here for the long haul. So think for a second. What's your body telling you right now? If you're in tune, you're thriving. Keep that connection tight. If you've been ignoring it, try one small step today. Maybe a quick stretch or a bite of something fresh. You and your body are a team, and it's never too late to get back in sync. Let's keep exploring. What's next? Here's another sign you're aging like a champion. You take pride in small wins. If you're over 75 and you still feel a little glow when you finish a task, whether it's making your bed, writing a thank you note, or fixing a wobbly chair, you're doing better than most. It's not about big achievements or chasing glory. It's about noticing the little things you do well and letting them lift you up. That sense of accomplishment isn't just a pat on the back. It's a spark that keeps your mind engaged, your mood bright, and your body active. Research backs this up. Seniors who celebrate small successes have lower rates of depression, better motivation, and even stronger immune responses. It's like every tiny victory tells your brain, you've still got it, and that confidence ripples through everything. Let's meet Frank, 79, who's all about this. He loves his daily routine, watering his plants, sorting his mail, maybe calling a friend to check in. Each one's a win to him. When he finishes, he sits back with a grin, feeling like he's conquered something. Those moments keep Frank moving, planning, living with purpose. His doctor says his blood work's great, and he's dodging the blues that hit so many others. Now, compare that to Mildred, also 79. She used to love her hobbies, but now she shrugs off what she does. She cleans the kitchen but doesn't care, it's just a chore. She stopped noticing her efforts and it shows. She's quieter, less active, and feels like nothing matters. The difference isn't skill, it's perspective. Frank sees value in his actions. Mildred's lost that lens. If you're like Frank, finding joy in what you do, you're building a life that's rich and resilient. Every small win, folding laundry, planting a seed, adds up, keeping you grounded and hopeful. But if you're feeling like Mildred, like your efforts don't count, you can change that today. Try this. Pick one thing to do, no matter how small. Dust a shelf, write a list, water a plant. When you're done, pause and say, I did that. Studies show that acknowledging your actions, even silently, can boost your mood and energy in days. And here's the big picture. Those wins aren't just tasks. They're proof you're still shaping your world, still leaving your mark. They matter to you, to your family, to everyone who sees you keep going. So ask yourself, what's one thing you did today that you're proud of? If you've got one, you're thriving. Keep stacking those victories. If you're drawing a blank, try one small task tomorrow and own it. You're more powerful than you know, and every win proves it. If you're still with me, drop small wins in the comments to let me know you're here. I'd love to hear from you. What about the way you see the world? If you're over 75 and you still find beauty around you, maybe in a sunset, a blooming flower, or a kid's laugh, you're aging better than most. That ability to notice life's wonders, to pause and feel a flicker of awe, isn't just poetic. It's a sign you're connected, present, and alive in a way that keeps you young. Science says this matters. Studies show that seniors who regularly feel gratitude or wonder have lower stress, better heart health, and even stronger relationships. It's like a reset button for your soul, washing away the noise and reminding you what counts. Let me tell you about Esther, 82, who's a master at this. Every evening, she sits by her window watching the sky turn pink. She'll point out a bird or a cloud shaped like something funny, and her eyes light up. That habit doesn't just make her happy, it keeps her calm, her blood pressure low, and her conversations warm. Esther's not blind to trouble, she's had plenty. But she chooses to see the good, and it carries her. Now compare that to Norman, also 82. He stopped looking up. He grumbles about the weather, the noise, the news, and misses the little things. A neighbor's wave, a bright morning. It's not that he's wrong, it's that he's stuck, and it's weighing him down. More headaches, less energy, fewer smiles. The difference isn't their lives, it's their focus. Esther seeks beauty, Norman's lost sight of it. If you're like Esther, finding those moments that make you pause, you're nurturing your health in a deep way. Every time you notice something beautiful, your brain releases chemicals that ease stress and lift your spirit. But if you're closer to Norman, feeling like the world's gone gray, you can shift gears. Try this today. Look for one thing that catches your eye. A flower, a photo, a kind face. Take 10 seconds to really see it. Studies say even brief moments of gratitude can lower your heart rate and boost your mood, and here's why it's huge. Seeing beauty doesn't just feel good, it keeps you open to life, to people, to hope. It's a quiet way of saying, I'm still here, and there's still so much worth seeing. So think about it. What's one beautiful thing you noticed today? If you've got one, you're thriving. Keep your eyes open. If not, look tomorrow. One glance can change your whole day. You're wired to find wonder, and it's waiting for you. Let's keep going. What's another way you're shining? Here's a big one that ties it all together. You still set goals. If you're over 75 and you're making plans, maybe to visit a friend, plant a new garden bed, or just get through a book, you're aging better than most. It's not about climbing mountains or chasing impossible dreams. It's about having something to aim for, something that pulls you forward. That sense of purpose isn't just motivating, it's a lifeline. Studies show that seniors with even small goals have lower risks of cognitive decline, better physical health, and longer lives. It's like a compass, guiding you through each day with meaning. Let's meet Dorothy, 78, who's always got a plan. Right now, she's saving up to take her grandkids to the zoo next month. It's not huge, but it lights her up. She's budgeting, looking up animals, imagining their faces. That goal keeps her active, calling family, staying sharp. Her doctor's amazed at her vitals. She's steady, strong, engaged. Now compare that to Howard, also 78. He's stopped planning. Days blend together. No trips, no projects, just waiting. He's not sick, but he's fading. Less energy, more confusion, like he's lost his direction. The difference isn't time, it's intention. Dorothy's aiming somewhere. Howard's drifting. If you're like Dorothy, setting little goals, you're keeping your fire burning. Every plan you make, big or small, tells your brain and body to stay in the game. But if you're feeling like Howard, like tomorrow's just another day, you can start fresh. Try this. Set one tiny goal for tomorrow. Maybe call someone, try a new tea, or walk an extra block. Research says even micro goals like organizing a drawer can boost your motivation and health. And here's the truth. Goals aren't just tasks. They're promises to yourself that life's still worth chasing. They keep you moving, learning, connecting, all the things we've talked about. So ask yourself, what's one thing you want to do soon? If you've got a plan, you're thriving. Keep pushing. If not, dream up something small tomorrow. One goal can spark a whole new chapter. If this resonates, drop goals in the comments to let me know you're with me. I'd love to hear from you. Let's dive into another way you're shining if you're over 75. You adapt to change. If you're rolling with life's twists, whether it's a new phone, a different routine, or a shift in your neighborhood, and you're finding ways to make it work, you're aging better than most. Change isn't easy at any age, but if you're meeting it with flexibility instead of fighting it, you're showing a strength that keeps you vibrant. This isn't about loving every disruption. It's about saying, okay, I'll figure this out, and moving forward. Science says this adaptability is a big deal. Studies show that seniors who embrace change, learning new tools, adjusting habits, have lower stress levels, better mental health, and even stronger bodies because they're not wasting energy resisting what's new. It's like bending with the wind instead of breaking. Let me tell you about Irene, 80 years old, who's a champ at this. When her favorite grocery store closed, she didn't grumble for long. She found a new one, learned its layout, and even started chatting with the cashier. When her kids got her a smartphone, she fumbled at first, but kept at it. Now she's texting emojis like a pro. Irene's not fearless, she just keeps going, and it shows. She's active, her mind's quick, and she's got a bounce in her step. Now compare that to Leonard, also 80. He hates change. When his doctor switched his meds, he argued for weeks. When his TV service changed, he gave up watching. He's stuck, and it's draining him. More aches, less patience. Like he's fighting the world. The difference isn't the changes, it's the attitude. Irene adapts, Leonard resists. If you're like Irene, bending with life shifts, you're keeping yourself young. Every time you learn a new way or accept a new reality, you're saving energy for what matters: your health, your joy, your people. But if you're feeling like Leonard, digging in your heels, don't lose heart. You can loosen up, and it's not as hard as it seems. Try this today. Pick one small change you've been avoiding, maybe a new button on your remote or a different brand of coffee. Give it a go, even for a minute. Studies say small acts of flexibility, like trying a new route home, can rewire your brain to handle bigger shifts with ease. And here's why it's so powerful. Change is life's only constant. And when you adapt, you're not just surviving, you're owning it. You're telling time, I'm still in charge. So think about it. What's one change you've faced lately? If you've rolled with it, you're thriving. Keep that flow. If you've fought it, try one tiny step tomorrow. Maybe ask for help or laugh at the mess. You're built to bend, and life's better when you do. Let's keep going. What's another way you're standing tall? Here's a sign. It's all about your roots. You share your wisdom. If you're over 75 and you're passing on what you've learned, maybe telling stories to your grandkids, giving advice to a neighbor, or just sharing a life lesson over coffee, you're aging better than most. It's not about being a know-it-all, it's about giving back, leaving a piece of yourself with others. That act of sharing doesn't just help them, it keeps you connected, purposeful, and sharp. Science says this is huge. Studies show that seniors who mentor or teach others have better cognitive function, lower depression rates, and even stronger immune systems. It's like your wisdom's a bridge, linking you to the world and keeping you grounded. Let's meet Beatrice, 79, who's a natural at this. She's always got a story how she saved pennies for her first car, what she learned from a tough job. Her grandkids hang on every word, and her neighbors call her for advice. Beatrice doesn't think she's special, but those moments light her up. Her memory's crisp, her heart's full, and she's out there living. Now compare that to Walter, also 79. He's got stories too, but he keeps them locked away. He thinks no one cares, so he stays quiet, spends his days alone. He's not bitter, but he's fading. Less spark, more fog, like he's losing his place. The difference isn't knowledge, it's sharing. Beatrice gives. Walter holds back. If you're like Beatrice, passing on what you know, you're building a legacy that keeps you strong. Every story you tell, every tip you share, it's a reminder you're still vital, still needed. But if you're feeling like Walter, like your words don't matter, you can change that today. Try this. Tell someone one thing you've learned, maybe how to fix a squeaky door or what got you through a hard time. Studies say even one meaningful exchange a week can boost your mood and memory, and here's why it's everything. Your wisdom isn't just yours, it's a gift, a thread that ties generations together. When you share, you're not just teaching, you're growing, staying in the game. So ask yourself, what's one lesson you shared recently? If you've got one, you're thriving. Keep spreading that light. If not, try tomorrow. One story, one moment. You've got more to give than you know, and the world's listening. If you're still with me, drop wisdom in the comments to let me know you're here. I'd love to hear from you. Let's dive into what's next. What about the way you care for your space? If you're over 75 and you're still keeping your home your own, maybe tidying up, rearranging a shelf, or planting a new flower, you're aging better than most. It's not about having a spotless house or being a perfectionist. It's about taking pride in your surroundings, making them reflect who you are. That effort keeps you active, sharp, and tied to your life's rhythm. Studies show that seniors who maintain their living spaces have better physical health, lower stress, and a stronger sense of control. It's like your home's an extension of you, and when you care for it, you're caring for yourself. Let's meet Raymond, 81, who's all about this. His apartment's small, but it's his. Photos on the wall, a neat stack of books, a basil plant he waters daily. He sweeps the floor each morning, not because he has to, but because it feels good. That routine keeps him moving, bending, thinking, and his doctor says his strength's holding steady. Raymond's not chasing awards, he's just living, and it shows. Now compare that to Sylvia, also 81. Her place used to be her pride, but she's let it go. Dishes pile up, Dust settles, no energy to fix it. It's not laziness, she's just stopped caring, and it's pulling her down. Less movement, more gloom, like her sparks dimming. The difference isn't their homes, it's their effort. Raymond claims his space. Sylvia's letting hers slip. If you're like Raymond, keeping your corner of the world yours, you're fueling your vitality. Every sweep, every planted seed, it's a vote for your independence, your story. But if you're feeling like Sylvia, like it's too much, you can start small. Try this today. Tidy one spot. A drawer, a table, even just your bedside. Studies say even 5 minutes of organizing can lift your mood and get your body moving. And here's why it's so big. Your space isn't just stuff. It's your anchor, your proof. You're still shaping your life. When you care for it, you're saying, this is mine and I'm here. So think about it. What's one thing you did for your home today? If you've kept it up, you're thriving. Keep making it yours. If it's been a while, try one small touch tomorrow. A wiped counter, a new photo. You're the heart of your home and it's worth it. Let's keep going. What's another way you're soaring? Here's a sign that's all about your inner strength. You forgive and let go. If you're over 75 and you're not holding on to old grudges, maybe a fight from years ago, a hurt that stung, or a mistake you made, you're aging better than most. Letting go isn't about forgetting. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of resentment so you can live lighter, fuller. Science says this is powerful. Studies show that seniors who practice forgiveness have lower blood pressure, less anxiety, and even better sleep. It's like unclenching a fist you've held for years. Everything flows better. Let me tell you about Clara, 77, who's learned this the hard way. She used to carry a grudge against a friend who betrayed her trust decades ago. It ate at her, kept her up nights. But last year she decided to let it go, not for her friend but for herself. She wrote a letter she never sent, said her piece, and felt lighter. Now Clara's laughing more, her heart's steadier, and she's got room for new joy. Compare that to Gerald, also 77. He's still mad about a family feud, a job he lost, things he can't change. It's not loud anger, it's quiet, but it's heavy. He's tense, his health slipping, like that bitterness is stealing his years. The difference isn't their past, it's their choice. Clara released it. Gerald's holding tight. If you're like Clara, letting go of old wounds, you're giving yourself freedom. Every time you forgive someone else or yourself, you're clearing space for peace, for health, for life. But if you're closer to Gerald, carrying something heavy, you can set it down. Try this today. Think of one thing you're holding on to. Write it down, say it out loud, or just picture letting it float away. Studies say even a single act of forgiveness can ease your stress and boost your mood. And here's why it's everything. Grudges don't hurt the past, they hurt your future. When you let go, you're not just healing, you're thriving, ready for every new day. So ask yourself, what's one thing you've let go of lately? If you've done it, you're soaring. Keep that lightness. If something's still there, try one step tomorrow. One thought, one breath. You're stronger than any hurt, and life's too good to waste. If you're still with me, drop forgive in the comments to let me know you're here. I'd love to hear from you. Let's talk about something that shows your strength. In a quiet way, you give without expecting anything back. If you're over 75 and you're still doing small acts of kindness, maybe leaving cookies for a neighbor, helping a friend with a chore, or just listening when someone needs to talk, you're aging better than most. It's not about grand gestures or being a saint. It's about sharing a piece of yourself, no strings attached. That generosity doesn't just lift others. It keeps your heart open, your purpose clear, and your life rich. Science says this is powerful stuff. Studies show that seniors who give their time or care have lower stress, better mental health, and even stronger immune systems. It's like kindness is a boomerang. What you send out comes back to you in health and happiness. Let me tell Mabel, 78, who's a natural at this. She's on a fixed income, nothing fancy, but she's always giving, knitting scarves for her church's winter drive, dropping off a casserole for a sick friend, or just sitting with her grandson to hear about his day. Mabel doesn't keep score. She just loves helping. Those acts keep her active, her mind engaged, and her spirits soaring. Her doctor's amazed. She's dodging colds and keeping her blood pressure in check. Now compare that to Ernest, also 78. He used to be generous, but now he's pulled back. He figures he's done enough, so he keeps to himself. No favors, no outreach. It's not selfishness, he's just tired, but it's costing him. He's lonelier, his mood's flat, and he's feeling frailer than he should. The difference isn't their hearts, it's their habits. Mabel gives freely, Ernest's holding tight. If you're like Mabel, sharing kindness, you're building a life that's full and strong. Every little gift, a smile, a helping hand sparks joy in you and others, keeping your body and mind humming. But if you're feeling more like Ernest, like giving's too much effort, you can start small. Try this today. Do one tiny thing for someone. Wave at a neighbor, share a story, or leave an extra tip at the cafe. Studies say even one act of kindness a week can lower your stress and boost your energy. And here's why it's so big. Giving isn't just nice. It's a reminder you're still part of the world, still making it better. You're not just aging, you're leaving a mark. So think about it. What's one kind thing you did today? If you've got one, you're thriving. Keep spreading that warmth. If not, try tomorrow. One small gesture can light up everything. You've got so much to share and it's never too late to start. Let's keep going. What's another way you're glowing? Here's a sign that's all about your rhythm. You keep a routine that works. If you're over 75 and you've got a daily flow, maybe coffee at 8, a walk at 10, or dinner with the news, you're aging better than most. It's not about being rigid or stuck in a rut. It's about having a structure that grounds you, gives you something to count on. That rhythm isn't just comforting, it keeps your body and mind in sync, ready for whatever comes. Science backs this up. Studies show that seniors with consistent routines have better sleep, sharper focus, and lower risks of depression. It's like a drumbeat your life moves to, steady and strong. Let's meet Harold, 80, who's got his days dialed in. He's up at 7, reads the paper, walks to the park, and has lunch at noon. Evenings, he's got his crossword or a call with his son. Harold's not boring. He loves surprises. But his routine's his anchor. It keeps him moving, eating right, and feeling in control. His doctor says his heart's solid, his memory's sharp, like he's years younger. Now compare that to Joyce, also 80. She used to have a rhythm, but now her days are chaos. No set meals, sleeps all over the place, nothing to hold on to. She's not lazy, she's just lost her flow, and it's hitting hard. More fatigue, more fog, like she's drifting. The difference isn't discipline, it's habit. Harold's got a beat. Joyce has lost hers. If you're like Harold, sticking to a routine, you're setting yourself up for success. Every regular meal, every planned walk, it's a signal to your body that you're in charge, keeping everything running smoothly. But if you're more like Joyce, with days that feel scattered, you can find your rhythm again. Try this today. Pick one thing to do at the same time tomorrow, maybe breakfast at 9 or a 10-minute stretch. Studies say even one consistent habit can stabilize your mood and energy in weeks. And here's why it's crucial. A routine isn't just a schedule, it's your foundation, your way of saying, I've got this. It supports everything else, your movement, your sleep, your connections. So ask yourself, what's one part of your routine today? If it's shaky, you're thriving. Keep that drumbeat going. If it's shaky, try one anchor tomorrow. One time, one task. You're wired for rhythm, and it's waiting to carry you. If you're still with me, drop routine in the comments to let me know you're here. I'd love to hear from you. Let's dive into what's next. What about the way you stay grounded? If you're over 75 and you're finding calm in quiet moments, maybe sitting with your thoughts, praying, or just breathing deeply, you're aging better than most. It's not about being a monk or escaping life. It's about carving out a little space to center yourself, to feel at peace. That calm isn't just relaxing, it's a shield, protecting your health and spirit. Science says this is real. Studies show that seniors who practice mindfulness or reflection have lower anxiety, better heart health, and even sharper memories. It's like a daily reset, keeping you steady no matter what's swirling around. Let's meet Evelyn, 77, who's found her way with this. Every morning she sits by her window with a cup of tea, no phone, no noise, just her and her thoughts. She thinks about her day, what she's grateful for, maybe says a quiet prayer. It's not long, 10 minutes, but it grounds her. Evelyn's stress is low, her focus is clear, and she's got this warmth everyone feels. Compare that to Roger, also 77. He's always on TV, blaring, phone buzzing, no pause. He's not unhappy, but he's frazzled, and it's showing. More headaches, less patience, like he's running on empty. The difference isn't time, it's choice. Evelyn finds calm, Roger's chasing noise. If you're like Evelyn, taking those quiet moments, you're giving yourself a treasure. Every pause, every deep breath, it's a chance to recharge, to keep your mind and body strong. But if you're more like Roger, always moving, you can find that calm. Try this today. Sit for 5 minutes, no distractions. Notice your breath, or think of one thing you love. Studies say even short moments of stillness can lower your blood pressure and lift your mood. And here's why it's everything. Calm isn't just nice. It's your anchor, holding you steady so you can laugh, connect, live fully. When you're grounded, nothing can shake you. So ask yourself, when's the last time you found a quiet moment? If you've got one, you're thriving. Keep carving out that space. If not, try tomorrow. One pause, one breath, you're made for peace. And it's right there for you. Let's keep going. What's another way you're shining? Here's a sign that's all about your spark. You still dream big. If you're over 75 and you're imagining what's next, maybe a trip you want to take, a project to start, or just a new way to spend your days, you're aging better than most. It's not about having a bucket list or planning a moonshot. It's about keeping that fire in your heart, that belief there's more to come. Dreams aren't just for the young, they're a sign you're alive, engaged, and ready for tomorrow. Science says this matters. Studies show that seniors with aspirations, even small ones, have better mental health, stronger motivation, and even lower risks of chronic illness. It's like a map, guiding you towards something worth chasing. Let's meet Thomas, 79, who's full of dreams. He's planning a family reunion next summer. Not fancy, just everyone together. He's sketching ideas, calling cousins, saving a little each month. That dream keeps him moving, learning, connecting. His eyes are bright, his health's solid, like he's got years to burn. Compare that to Marjorie, also 79. She used to plan things, but now she's stopped dreaming. She figures, what's the point? Her days are empty, no goals, no hopes. And it's pulling her down with more aches and less drive. The difference isn't their age, it's their vision. Thomas looks forward. Marjorie's looking back. If you're like Thomas, dreaming big or small, you're keeping your spirit young. Every hope you hold, every plan you sketch, it's a signal to your body to stay strong, to keep going. But if you're feeling like Marjorie, like dreams are done, you can rekindle that fire. Try this today. Think of one thing you'd love to do. Visit a park, try a new dish, see an old friend. Write it down or just picture it. Studies say even imagining a goal can boost your energy and focus. And here's why it's so powerful. Dreams aren't just ideas. They're your reason to get up, to move, to smile. They tell the world you're not done yet. So ask yourself, what's one dream you've got right now? If you've got one, you're thriving. Keep chasing it. If not, dream something up tomorrow. One wish, one spark. You're made for big things, no matter how small they seem. If you're still with me, drop dreams in the comments to let me know you're here. I'd love to hear from you. Let's bring everything full circle and talk about one final way you're shining if you're over 75. You inspire others just by being you. If you're still showing up, walking that quarter mile, laughing with friends, learning something new, or just facing each day with grit and grace, You're not just aging better than 90% of seniors, you're a beacon for everyone around you. It's not about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about living in a way that makes people look at you and think, that's how I want to be. Science says, this isn't just feel-good talk. It's real. Studies show that seniors who model healthy habits, like staying active or staying connected, don't just improve their own health, they lift the people in their lives too, lowering stress and boosting motivation in families and communities. It's like you're a ripple, spreading strength without even trying. Let me tell you about Gloria, 82, who's a living example. She's not loud or flashy, she's just Gloria. Walking her dog every morning, chatting with kids at the park, sharing her famous pie recipe. Her neighbors watch her, see her energy, her smile, and they're inspired. Her daughter started walking more because of her. Her friend took up gardening. Gloria's not trying to teach anyone. She's just living. And it's contagious. Her heart's strong, her mind's clear, and she's proof you don't stop mattering. Now compare that to Philip, also 82. He's not a bad guy, but he's withdrawn. No walks, no chats, just him and his routine. No one's inspired because no one sees him. He's not sick, but he's fading, and so's his impact. The difference isn't their worth, it's their presence. Gloria shines, Philip's hidden. If you're like Gloria, living in a way that lights up others, you're doing more than thriving. You're changing lives. Every step you take, every story you tell, it's a quiet lesson. Age is just a number, and life's worth grabbing. But if you're feeling more like Philip, pulling back, you can step out again. Try this today. Do one thing where someone can see you. Wave at a neighbor. Share a laugh. Show up. Studies say even small interactions can spark hope in others and boost your own health too. And here's why it's everything. You're not just living for you. You're proof that strength, joy, and purpose don't fade. Your kids, your friends, even strangers, they're watching, and you're showing them how it's done. So ask yourself, who've you inspired lately, even without knowing it? If you've got a moment in mind, you're a star. Keep shining. If not, try one small act tomorrow, one smile, one step. You're a gift to the world and it needs your light. If you're still with me, drop inspire in the comments to let me know you're here. I'd love to hear from you. So let's wrap this up and bring it all together. If you're over 75 and you're still walking that quarter mile, moving through life with purpose, keeping your mind sharp, finding joy, eating with care, sleeping soundly, staying connected, handling stress, learning new things, listening to your body, celebrating small wins, seeing beauty, setting goals, adapting to change, sharing wisdom, caring for your space, letting go, giving freely, keeping a routine, finding calm, dreaming big, and inspiring others. You're not just aging, you're rewriting what aging means. These signs aren't random. They're the building blocks of a life that's strong, full, and yours. If you see even a few in yourself, celebrate them. You're in the top 10%, living proof that age doesn't define you. And if some feel out of reach, maybe your walks are shorter or stress feels heavy, don't wait. Start today. Because every small step counts. Try a 5-minute walk, a quick laugh, a new hobby, a kind word. You don't need to overhaul your life, just nudge it and you'll feel the difference. Studies say even tiny changes like drinking an extra glass of water or calling a friend can add years of health and happiness. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress, about saying, I'm still here and I'm still growing. Why does this matter? Because aging isn't about slowing down, it's about living deeper. Every day you choose to move, to connect, to dream, you're adding moments. Moments to hold your grandkids, to watch the stars, to feel proud of who you are. You're not just adding time, you're adding life. And that's what these signs are all about. You're not fighting age, you're shaping it, making it yours. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one thing from this video to try today. Maybe it's a walk, a call, a new goal, or just a quiet moment to breathe. Whatever it is, own it, because that's you thriving. And don't keep this to yourself. Share this video with someone who needs it. Your friend, your sibling, your neighbor. They deserve to know they can age like you with strength and spark.